Hi, this short screencast is going to give you a bit of an idea of how we're going to go about the role play so that you're prepared for it before the sessions start. So I'm going to talk about the role play, I'm going to talk about observation and feedback so that we can create a really positive learning environment for everyone. The most important thing I think to acknowledge is that some people really don't like role play. And that can be a real challenge. What I want to reassure you about is that setting it up as a positive learning environment is one of the most important things for me. You do learn a lot. We're all in the same position, and there's no judgment in the way that we are doing this. So the only person who's likely to be judging your performance is yourself. And we need to try and train you to stop being overcritical if that's your natural way of being. So please bear with me, go through this, and hopefully the role plays themselves will be quite straightforward when we come to them. Okay, so how are they going to work? So you may have done something similar already. So we're going to have three different roles. We're going to have the role of the dietitian or student dietitian. We're going to have a patient or service user, and we're going to have an observer. And each person is going to play each role, so you get a chance of doing all. And each individual role play is going to last a maximum of 5 minutes and a maximum of 5 minutes of structured, positive, constructive feedback. So let's just think a little bit about when you're being the dietitian. So this is your opportunity to practice the skills that we're going to be looking at. And I say, no one's expecting you to be perfect at these. It's a learning journey that we're on. So we're going to have a go and then just see how it goes. The idea is to have a go before you start seeing real patients. So no patients are going to be hurt while you're practicing this. So you will have decided with your patient which of the scenarios on the role play guidance that you might want to have a look at, and have a go at meeting and greeting the patient or practicing paraphrasing, whichever skill we've had a look at. So we're literally going to start from the beginning of saying hello, meeting someone, greeting them. So you just go as far as you can go with practicing those skills for a maximum of 5 minutes. The patient helps to give you an idea of what it might be like to be on the receiving end of a dietetic consultation. And as patient, it's really important that you get a balance between being too nice to someone who's probably your friend, or being too difficult. And some people find it quite easy to be a patient. Those of us who like a bit of amateur dramatics don't mind that. The scenarios that you've given will need a little bit of embellishment. So you've got to decide who you are, a little bit more about your background, and how you might answer some questions, but don't spend ages thinking about it. Just kind of go with the flow. So try to get that balance between being too nice and not being difficult. We don't want anyone to be facing a really challenging patient. That's just not fair. Just makes it really hard. So just try to put yourself in the shoes of the patient and go with the flow, responding to how the dietitian is speaking to you. I'm going to spend a little bit more time looking at the observer role because that's probably the most challenging. So what are you going to do as an observer? You're going to really watch and listen closely. So this is the most active role. Some people think it's time to switch off because you're not actually role playing, but this is the most active role of them all. Write down as much as you can. You can print off the observation form from Canvas and use it if you find it helpful. Most people like to type things because they can do it more quickly. It's entirely up to you. The whole idea is that you've got enough information written down to be able to provide the structured feedback. Sometimes we can get really wrapped up in the story and forget to write things down. And then, of course, we forget the detail. So recording things is really helpful, and in writing, typing is really helpful so you can give the feedback you need to give. So your first point, there's a real structure to this feedback, and it's there for a reason. And it is evidence-based, so it's not something I've just dreamed up. This has been practiced as a skill for years now. So ask the dietitian, what went well? Our tendency when we're doing role plays is to go, oh, I forgot to do this, I didn't do that, oh, that didn't come out right, and to be super critical of ourselves. So the whole focus is what went well. So I really want you to use those words and not, oh, well, how do you think that went? Because that allows people to be super self-critical. We don't want that. So we want people to be able to focus on what went well and encourage themselves and to be able to recognise what they are doing well. We then want to ask the patient how they felt. How did you feel as a patient? Did you feel welcomed? Did you feel you were being listened to? Was there anything that perhaps made you think, oh, that felt a little bit uncomfortable? But to try and just say as a patient how that felt without being super critical. And then the observer has to provide feedback on what they saw and heard, as much detail as you can, and in a chronological order, so in the order that it happened. And please try as hard as you can to write down some things that the person actually said. So rather than saying, oh, well, you welcomed them, well, what did you actually say? What words were used? So as much as you can in the detail of that. And the other role of the observer is to monitor time. So it's really important for our workshops to make sure that things don't run over. And therefore we need to make sure that, the timing, use your phone, put the timer on, and make sure we don't allow the role plays to go over 5 minutes and the feedback and discussion to go over 5 minutes. Now this is designed to get the positive feedback for the dietitian to hear that, but also there might be one or two things that you might want to say, you did this, I wondered why you'd done that, to try and get them to think. I wondered if it might have been better to do this or do that, just to start that reflection and thinking about what happened. But in the context of, this is what happened, this is what went well. So try and remember to keep that focus on the feedback. You might want to use the observation form. This has been uploaded to Canvas. And this is just to kind of give you an example of what you might want to record. And if you look at these columns here, you can see, it's actual words. So we know whether someone said hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon. Did they introduce themselves? Did they check they'd got the right patient? So we've got these key things here. The service user words, you can perhaps just, as a service user begins to tell their story, you can just perhaps note down some key words. They might be single, they might have been diagnosed a year, or might live alone, or be struggling with something. So you might just be lives alone, struggles. You're struggling. So you're just writing down key words, because those might be the key words you want that dietitian to be picking up on and listening to. And in the comments column, you could be writing a range of things. Built rapport, warm greeting, forgot this. So it's a whole range of different things under that comments column that will help you to feed something useful back to the dietitian. Develop your own shorthand as well. You don't need to write it was a minimal encourager. You can just write ME, reflection of feelings, RF. So think about those things and what you can write down, and those words that might be picking up verbal following. You can just write the word VF, so you can see those kinds of things, but do it quickly. And when you're writing a paraphrase or a summary, you might just want to, you can miss out the ands and thes and all the linking words. You can just write the key words to demonstrate whether that person who's playing the dietitian managed to get the detail of what the service user was saying. It's really hard at the beginning, so don't beat yourself up if you're not managing to get much down. But as you get practice through this, you're going to get a lot more information. You get a lot better at watching and typing, or watching and writing, and you think about what the key things are that you want to pick up. So you might want to have a go at doing this, but hopefully we'll be able to have a go at this in the session. If you want to print the observation form off, if you feel happier writing, that's fine. If you just want to download it, use it on your computer, that's absolutely fine. The key thing is you find the best way for you to be able to record what happened and give some feedback to the person playing the dietitian. So I look forward to working with you in the role plays, and hopefully we'll have some fun doing that and learn stuff too.